What is up, y'all? You are checking out the World of WWE podcast, our official Royal Rumble 2022 recap episode. I'm Ant, and I'm joined by...
What's up, guys? It's Le Champion once again.
Yeah, well, he actually cheated.
I cheated now. Oh, did I?
He went online, saw some rumors, and just called out what he saw online. So that's why Dan is like.
Oh, come on! Like you didn't do that for Ronda Rousey.
I sure as hell did not.
Really?
Trust me, I did not know. I knew Ronda was coming back when I saw.
I beg to differ, but okay.
Just to set the record straight here, I knew Ronda Rousey was going to win because I saw when Becky Lynch did her Broken Skull sessions with Stone Cold, they made a pretty avid point to talk about the match, and they showed where Becky won by rolling up Ronda. That's some unfinished business. I thought, hey, it'd be interesting to see Ronda versus Becky at WrestleMania, but we'll get to all of that later.
Sure, yeah. We'll go with that for now.
Yeah. You at least have a title, even though I don't think it is deserved, but Legend is there. But our Latino Heat Carlos cannot unfortunately record with us today, but he did enjoy the show and thought it was a great start to 2022. And before we recap it, Dan, what did you think of the show overall?
I thought it was honestly very predictable. Honestly, I think they failed in what I think they failed with the potential they had.
Yeah, and we'll go over this more when we talk about the matches. I feel like the Royal Rumble matches were very underwhelming. In my opinion, they could have been a lot more. Like, I don't really know what I was looking for. I guess I was just looking for something that was more,
more Royal Rumble-ish.
Yeah, more surprises, something different. I feel like everything was.
Yeah, there wasn't really many like surprise entrants in the men's Rumble.
Yeah, it was all pretty much just basic, mid-carders. But we'll get there when we get there. But thank you for checking us out, of course. And to start off the show, we have a match that I was very looking forward to, the WWE Universal Championship on the line. Universal Champion Roman Reigns defending against Seth Freakin Rollins. And it was weird seeing Roman come out by himself without anybody. He's always either with the Bloodline,
Paul Heyman, or the Usos.
So it was weird seeing him come out by himself. And when Seth Freakin Rollins came out, he didn't come out to his regular, normal stuff. He came out dressed in Shield attire.
I loved the mind games. I loved it.
Yep, and he entered through the crowd, and Roman Reigns' face, like, he looked shook. He was like, oh, shit.
He was having, like, a PTSD moment.
Yeah, and I really thought it was good because they did reference history, and I like when they continue with the history of different things when it comes to WWE. So the match starts, and Rollins lands a sling blade and a suicide dive into the railing, and then he nails a second one. And then Roman Reigns nails a drive-by to Seth Rollins outside. Seth Rollins lands a shield bomb to Roman Reigns through an announce table, which I was like, holy shit. Then Rollins nails a frog splash to a 2 count. Rollins blows Roman in the back, a buckle bomb, and a stomp, and he gets a 2 count again. And then Roman punches Seth Rollins on the mat, and then a huge power bomb and gets a 2 count. Rollins locks in triangle lock, and then Roman sends Rollins over the timekeeper's table and sends him into the ring step. Reigns connects to a Superman punch, another 2 count, and then Reigns spears Seth Rollins outside, and he goes for a spear in the ring, but Rollins counters into a pedigree, gets a 2 count. Reigns nails a third spear, and Rollins laughs at Reigns, and he goes to fist bump Roman Reigns, and then Roman applies a guillotine, and Seth grabs the ropes, and Roman does not break the hold, even though Seth has the ropes, so the referee disqualifies Roman. After the match, Roman grabs a chair, and he hits Seth with the chair, many times. And when he did nail him the first time with the chair, it was pretty symbolic to when Seth hit Roman. The match was 14 minutes and 25 seconds. Dan, what were your thoughts? Oh, and the predictions were, we all thought,
No, well,
no.
Carlos thought Seth was gonna win, and we thought Roman was gonna win.
Yeah, so we start off with
Carlos taking the lead.
Excuse me, y'all. Holy shit, y'all. That woke me up. Speaking of uncensored. Wow. Did you know when you sneeze, God, excuse me, and God bless myself too. When you sneeze, supposedly you're having mini heart attacks.
Did that?
Goodness, yes.
Think of that? Sure.
You didn't know that?
I did not know.
No, they say that when you sneeze, it's like you're having a heart attack. It's the same feeling.
Really? That's pretty cool, actually. If you want to say that.
They say God bless you.
Oh, really? I always thought because it was like back in the day when you sneeze, it was like a sign that you're really sick and then you might die. That's what I was told.
Well, it's like a mini heart attack.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
But Rollins won by disqualification.
Yep.
So what did you think?
Well, I thought the match was pretty decent for the time it got. I mean, I thought it should have gone on so much longer. I thought it should have been more competitive, if that makes any more. Like, yeah, there was they were fighting a lot, but I don't know. I just didn't feel the hatred, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I can see why Roman did it. You know, he's the heel. He's gonna go into it, be like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I just want this match to be over. But if you actually go back and look at that, you can actually watch as the referee lifts Seth's hand up and literally guides him to the rope. I thought that was really funny. I don't know if you saw that or not.
No, he didn't check it out. He takes Rollins' hands and moves
you know, like when he was checking, like you know, where like you lift the guy's hand and it's like if he doesn't do it 3 times, they're technically knocked out and they lose. When he did that, he literally guided Seth's hand more forward so he could drop onto the rope. I don't know if anybody saw that, but that happened. I like the symbolic when like Roman was hitting him with the chair and everything. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
If I have to rate the match, I definitely I'll give it 8 out of 10 because it was pretty good. It just could have been longer and a little more fighting.
Yeah, I get what you're saying in the sense it wasn't really like an actual match. It was more of just like brawling and like mind games kind of.
Yeah, that wasn't really like a match for the Universal title, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, you wanted more like a competitive, whereas this is just like we're just going to fuck each other up and whoever wins type of thing.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy it though too. I thought it was impressive the way like freaking Reigns just broke that chair across Rollins' back. And just the history and the story between the two. It was just, I thought it was a good match. I thought it was a good payoff. I do agree. It wasn't the greatest, but I agree with you. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 as well. But it did live up to my expectations. Like, I didn't think it was horrible.
No, it wasn't a horrible match at all. It was just, you know, it could have had more. Like, we had a higher expectation for the match than what it was.
Yes, sir. So yes, WrestleMania is now at this point, the Royal Rumble, it was 63 days away. In terms of recording this show, we were recording this a couple of days later than that, but it still is. It's still coming up soon, so I'm excited for WrestleMania, sacrificed by the week.
We are now on the road to WrestleMania.
Dig it. Okay, yeah. So next we have our 30-woman Royal Rumble match, and out first is the boss Sasha Banks, and she's dressed.
Who was Carlos's pick?
What happened?
I said, who was also Carlos's pick?
Yep, you're right. Yep, she was number 1 too. And she
Yep. And as we'll get into later, Carlos did not have good luck with the Rumble picks.
No, he did not. So Sasha's number 1. She came out dressed as Sailor Moon. And surprise, Melina comes out. And I was so excited to see Melina as number 2. Melina is, was one of my favorites. And I really like Melina. I feel like they need to feature her a bit more in WWE. I know they try to just like write her out and like she doesn't exist, but
that was actually not planned for the time she was supposed to be in there.
Yep, I heard that. I know that it was an accident. She was supposed to be in there longer. It wasn't like WWE wanted her short. I mean more so like in the sense of whenever like you hear about the women's division in the past, you don't really hear about Melina, but when Melina was out at the time, she was probably the biggest diva on the brand when, 2005 on SmackDown. SmackDown, Melina was the one. She was with Eminem, and then she did her own thing, became women's champion. But anyways, so it was good to see Melina, and Melina did have a moment where she cried. And Melina got eliminated really quick, and it was an accident. But you could tell she was disappointed because she was supposed to do more in the match, I assume. So then number 3, Tamina comes in. Were you excited to see Tamina, or how did you feel?
Didn't care.
Didn't care? Okay, well, that's nice.
I mean, she played a role, but like I just didn't care.
Yeah, and Sasha did land a meteor to Tamina outside of the ring, so that was cool. Number 4 was Kelly, and a lot of people were joking, saying number 4 was someone who was supposed to be Kelly, because they kept saying that Kelly's face did look different with all the plastic surgery, but I can't really say anything to that. And then Sasha quickly eliminates Kelly. Number 5 was Aaliyah, Miss 317. What did you think of her? Didn't care again, huh?
No.
Then number 6, Liv Morgan comes out, and I'm excited to see Liv. I like Liv. Liv tries to eliminate Sasha, but Sasha ends up landing 3 amigos to Liv. Number 7 is Queen Zelina, one of my favorites. And Carlos is having a hissy fit a little bit because my Queen Zelina eliminated Sasha Banks. Bye. So yeah. Then number 8, Bianca Belair, the EST, comes out. And Bianca kicks Tamina's head into the post. And then after that, number 9, Dana Brooke, the 24/7 champion, came out with Reggie. I know we don't really care about that.
Nope.
Number 10, I was excited to see Michelle McCool. She's always, been one of my favorites, and it's always good to see her in the Rumble match. So I was happy to see her. And then she landed a Faith Breaker, Selena Vega, and Michelle McCool eliminated Dana Brooke. Number 11, Sonya Deville comes out. But before Sonya comes out into the ring, she has on her general manager jacket on, and she joins commentary and does not start the match first. Then number 12, Natalya comes out, and Natalya eliminates Tamina, which is funny because Natalya and Tamina used to be a tag team, just like they were just tag team champions about 5 months prior. So okay. Number 13 was the surprise. Cameron Funkadactyl came out.
My brother, it's funny. My brother was like, "Who the hell is that?" I was like, "She used to be with freaking what was his name? Brodus Clay." I was like dying laughing. I thought it was funny.
Funky.
I was just dying laughing because of this shit. I was like, "Wow, I haven't seen that girl in a long time."
She was pretty much irrelevant. It was just used as a storyline filler. So yeah, Corey Graves tells Sonya Deville that Cameron is friends with Naomi. Sonya runs in and she attacks Cameron and eliminates her. Number 14, Naomi runs down, who is, of course, Sonya's rival, and Naomi is Sonya Brawl.
When is the stupid feud gonna end, by the way? Like, the fuck? Nobody cares about this shitty little feud you guys have going on.
Well, Naomi does, and Naomi nailed the springboard kick, and she kicked Sonya Deville out of the match. Bye. Number 15 was also one half of the women's tag team champions, Carmella and Zelina. When Queen Zelina sees her tag team partner, she's excited to see her. Number 16, one of Dan's favorite, Rhea Ripley. She comes down.
Yep.
She nails a double drop kick to Zelina Vega, Queen Zelina and Carmella to eliminate them from the match. Number 17.
Sorry, Ann. Just the girl's just too good.
Yeah, she's just too good, or she's just too big because her weight would take anyone.
Oh, I didn't see we're going after the girl's weight now. All right.
Well, not weight, but just size differential.
I mean, shit, ain't no Nia Jax, so let's be fair here.
Leave Nia alone.
You
only injured 2 people.
And gave a male a concussion.
Well, you know what? Then maybe should be a bit more tougher. Okay. Joking. So one of Rhea's rivals, number 17, WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, the Queen, Charlotte Flair, comes down. And Charlotte
child.
What happened?
As a golden child.
Golden child. She eliminates Aaliyah, and then Sonya Deville pulls Naomi out of the ring, eliminating Naomi. The number 18.
Get the fuck out of there, freaking Sonya. Get the fuck out of there. Nobody gives a fuck about you.
Yeah, fuck you, Sonya. Number 18, another surprise, Ivory from the Right to Censor.
Oh my god, no. I was absolutely on the floor laughing at this. I was like, there's no fucking way they're really having this woman come back. Oh my god.
Well, I was cracking up too because I saw a meme and it said, Ivory, what is Peacock gonna censor? Because Peacock is such like a, But Ivory, she says it's been a long time, but nothing has changed. What I see in the ring are lost girls. And then Rhea just like lifts up fucking Ivory and just tosses her out of the ring.
How old is Ivory?
Ivory, you want to know how old Ivory is? Let me look it up.
Yes. Like, she's got to be like, what, 40, almost 50?
I will tell you how, no. You want to know how old Ivory is? Hang on.
How old is she?
Man. Ivory is 60 years old.
She's 60?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Doesn't she look good?
Damn, she looks good for 60.
Yeah. She looks great. Yeah.
That is
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, 60 years old. Ivory Rock. She looks great. And I wish we could see more of her. Number 19.
To come back and just like have like a manager run. She reminded me of Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, Ivory was so fucking annoying. And her rivalry with China leading to WrestleMania 17 was probably one of the best rivalries that I could.
Even though China didn't even want to do it.
Yeah. But it still was good.
No, it was still good. I just find it funny because China didn't want to do it in the first place.
Yeah, well, because China felt like the women's division was beneath her because they were doing like stupid Raw and panties matches while China was taking out the men. So she was like, why would I want to defend this title? Who am I going to fight? All right, next, number 19 was Brie Bella, and I was excited to see Brie. She looked good. Brie! No!
I wanted to die. I hate those fucking bitches.
Number 20 was Impact Knockouts Women's Champion Mickie James. And
I thought that was really cool that they allowed her to come out with the belt.
Well, here's the only thing. You want to hear something really shitty?
What?
WWE did not put Impact Wrestling Knockout Champion. All they put was Impact Women's Champion, right? And they didn't promote her. They didn't tag Impact Wrestling when promoting her on Twitter. So there really was no, I mean, aside from the title, there really wasn't any Impact Wrestling reference aside from her just walking out with the title. It wasn't even referred to as the real knockout. That's what they're known in Impact Wrestling, for the knockouts. So, yeah. But
still, though, come on. Don't be salty. I mean, it was still cool.
Salty. No, it's not salty, but, and I'm not saying you, but a lot of people are making it like WWE did a huge favor, and it's like, WWE, you barely did anything. You had her in an insignificant match, really, in my opinion, And if you were going to do
no real big part in it either, just saying.
Well, anyway, so but yeah. So Michelle McCool and Mickey fight in the ring. That was good to see because the two of them, have fought in the past. And Mickey Hurricane Rana's McCool outside the ring, eliminating her. And if you're a fan of 2010, 2009, you know that Michelle McCool and Mickey were bitter rivals back then. Did I say bitter? Bitter.
I think I heard bitter, but maybe you
Okay,
did.
cool.
I don't mention too much.
All right, number 21 was Alicia Fox, Foxy. And she came out good. She was kicking ass.
I completely forgot she existed. Not even gonna lie.
Honey.
Alicia Fox.
What was it that someone said? Someone said the only one could do it like her, like the way she's strutting down to the ring. They were saying,
Honestly, when I saw her, all I remember was when she threw a box at Nia Jax, and then she goes like, and then she broke character going, "Aw," and then it was like, "Oh," and then she's like, "Yeah, that's right, I did that." I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
That's all I remember from that. Like, honestly, whenever I see her, that's automatically what I remember because I'm like, she's not really a good character, but okay.
Very strange. So number 22, we have almost a superhero, Nikki ASH, and Nikki attacks Rhea from behind. Then number 23, Summer Rae comes down, and Summer didn't really last for too much long. Both Charlotte and Natalya eliminated Summer. And then number 24 was Nikki Bella, and the Bellas eliminated Alicia Fox, and the Bellas looked great. 25, we had Sarah Logan.
It's pretty cool. I was excited to see Sarah Logan.
Yes, I was too. I was very excited to see Sarah Logan because she was at the time I didn't really like her, but I know that she did do a lot, I guess, and it was good to see her.
Wasn't she in what was it called?
She was in the Elimination Chamber match. She was in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. Wasn't she also in? Wasn't she with? Wasn't she with like Liv Morgan and?
She was a part of oh gosh, the Riot Squad.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I couldn't think of the team's name.
And she's married to one of the Viking Raiders, and they have a baby together.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So Sarah Logan comes out, and then the Bellas eliminate Sarah, and then they take out Liv. And then
I was honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I was kind of hoping Liv would just win. I was hoping that, and I was a little disappointed seeing her get eliminated.
Yeah, it was sad. Number 26, Hall of Famer Lita. She comes out and she eliminates her former rival, Nikki.
No, she was coming out.
What?
I said, like, we didn't know she was gonna enter in the Rumble match.
Yep. And then 27 was Mighty Molly. And before Molly could come into the ring.
Mighty Molly. That was
Nikki
dying on the floor laughing.
Yeah, Mighty Molly is awesome. But Nikki attacks Molly and then tosses her into the ring steps, throws her into the ring, and then eliminates her from the match, saying there's only one.
There can only be one superhero.
Yeah, okay. Number 28 is the biggest surprise, not really to any of us if you listen to our prediction in the archives. Rowdy Ronda Rousey, she comes out, and Rousey eliminates Nikki, almost a superhero, and Brie Bella ends up eliminating Nikki Bella in a plot twist moment. Number 29, Shotzi comes out, and Ronda eliminates Brie Bella, and Belair was in, and then she also eliminates Belair, I think, and Belair has been in the match for 40 minutes at this point. Am I right? Did she eliminate her? No. She's still in the match. She was just in the Bianca Belair was just in the match at this point for 40 minutes. And then number 3, the last woman, Shayna Baszler, comes out. Shayna and Ronda are friends.
I was upset when I saw it was Shayna Baszler. I was pissed. I was like, my girl didn't even show up in the freak. The person I picked didn't even freaking show up.
Who did you pick?
Alexa Bliss.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you picked Bliss. Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, come on, please let it be a cool surprise. No, they had to go fucking Shayna Baszler.
Well, the thing is, and the only reason I'm saying this is, they said Alexa Bliss's return to Raw, right? So, but I hear you, wishful thinking. It would have been cool to see Alexa Bliss come back as a goddess. But no, it's Shayna Baszler, and Shayna and Ronda, they're friends, and they attack everybody. And then Ronda eliminates Shotzi, Bianca Belair eliminates Natty, and then Natalya attacks Ronda. Charlotte nails Lita nails a twist of fate to Charlotte, but then Charlotte Flair big boots her out of the ring, eliminating Lita from the match. And she also big boots Rhea to eliminate her. And Ronda gets the win after eliminating Charlotte Flair, and Charlotte Flair goes, ah, like she's like really weird, like ah, like noise when she gets eliminated. And yeah, Ronda won, and the match was 59 minutes and 40 seconds. And I got that right. So I got 10 points. You guessed Alexa Bliss. Carlos.
So therefore, I was wrong.
Yep, you were wrong. And Carlos, who did Carlos go for? Was it Sasha Banks?
Carlos won with Sasha.
And he was wrong. But what did you think?
It was a good match for the women. I definitely got to say that it I guess lived up to my expectation. I wasn't expecting too much. Maybe even it went over more than what I was expecting.
Okay.
Again, very disappointed that Alexa Bliss did not come out. I was very disappointed. Yeah. When it was just down to Charlotte versus Rhea. Why do I keep saying? Rousey. I keep forgetting that she's back. I keep doing that. When it was down to them, I was just like, oh God, fucking damn it, Ant's right. I knew it from that exact second Rousey came out. I was like, yeah, Ronda's winning. Son of a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
It was definitely kind of cool to see her, though. Did you hear that when Ronda won the actual Rumble, that with the pyro that came out, she everything malfunctioned on the WrestleMania side and it started to melt?
Oh, yes, I saw that. I actually saw pictures of that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I literally texted it to you guys when I saw it. I was like, really? Wow, that's funny. So, yeah, they also had to take precautions for that for somebody winning the Rumble. That comes further.
That's craziness to me that Ronda set the roof on fire for real.
She literally set the house on fire.
Set the house on motherfucking fire. All right.
Fire!
Speaking of fire, the Raw Women's Championship on the line. Raw Women's Champion Big Dimex. Or how does the guy say it? Big Dime. He says something really kind of crazy weird.
Big time Becky or something like that.
Big time. The way he says like the B in Big Time is cool. Big time Becky Lynch, the GOAT, defending her title against the Scottish.
Who else but Doudrop?
Doudrop.
Stupidest fucking name ever.
I know.
Stand by that.
I heard in an interview Doudrop said that Vince wanted her to dance when she was on Raw.
What the hell? Okay, this company is really turning into shit.
And somebody made a comment like, yeah, if you're overweight, you're going to dance.
Yep.
Pretty much true.
Wow, did he say that in front of her, though?
No, someone made a comment, like someone wrote on Facebook, like Vince.
Oh.
They're like, Vince thought processes that if you're overweight, you're going to be dancing.
Come on, that's a little harsh. She's not that much overweight.
Yeah, no, I think she's a beautiful woman. I don't think there's anything wrong with Piper Niven Doudrop.
I just didn't have to say it that way, but I mean, yeah, a bigger woman is gonna dance. All right, yeah, sure, Vince.
No, what they're trying to say, not just woman, they're saying like Rikishi, like
all right,
the bigger wrestlers he makes dance.
Oh, like also like kind of like Great Khali.
Yeah, like all the bigger ones, he's like, oh, you're gonna dance, and it's just like not every overweight person likes to dance, is what they were saying.
Yep.
So anyways, okay, so
he's trying to get the Rikishi thing back.
Yeah, he's trying to get it back with Piper Niven. So Piper Niven, by the way, is Doudrop. That was just her name in NXT UK. But anyways, Doudrop drops Becky Lynch off the top, nails a headbutt and a senton to Becky's back. Doudrop misses a cannonball and lands in the steps. Doudrop runs into the post, and then Becky lands a missile drop kick to a 2 count. Doudrop nails a senton to a 2 count. Then Becky locks in the disarmer, and then she kicks Doudrop in the face, and then Doudrop power bombs Becky to a 2 count. Doudrop nails a cannonball in the corner to another 2 count. Becky lands a cool Molly go round, and then another 2 count. And then she attacks Doudrop and misses a leg drop, and then Doudrop headbutts Becky Lynch. Becky eventually lands a top rope leg drop to another 2 count, and then Doudrop lands a big buster drop for another 2 count. And the end comes when Becky Lynch lands a top rope manhandle slam to get the win and retain the title. The match was 13 minutes. What were your thoughts, Dan? Oh, before we give that, we all thought that Lynch was going to retain. So at this point, I have 20 points. Carlos has 20 points. And Dan has 10 points at this point.
I was behind you guys for a while.
Yeah, you were.
Yep.
So, do you believe in miracles?
But the match was, I don't know. I wasn't really excited for that match in the beginning because I knew who was going to win from the start. I mean, it was a decent match for what it was. I mean, I don't know. Again, I just didn't care for it.
I have a fair question for you.
All right.
I'm asking this because my fiance Dory kind of had a thought on this question. So who do you like better in the ring between Nia Jax or Doudrop? Because they're both similar in size, but they're both
definitely Doudrop. Definitely Doudrop.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I don't know. I guess she makes it more believable of what she's doing hurts, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, the match it's a decent mid-card match. Like, I don't know. I feel like they could have done better, but at the same time wasn't like a match that I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this in the first place, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It just kind of lived up to my expectation, you know? It was just going to be an okay match.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. Like you said, it was an okay match. But yeah, I didn't think it was terrible, though. I know a lot of people are like, oh, this match sucked, but I didn't think it was.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't like to the point where I'm like, all right, I want to turn this off. It's that bad. It's not that bad. It was just more, I don't know. They didn't do what I feel like they could have done, if that makes any sense. Like, I know Becky can do a lot more cool. Like, she can transition a lot more than what she was actually doing in that match, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right. So we're going to take a really quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about the mixed tag match, the WWE Championship match, and the Men's Royal Rumble. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Anthony from World of WWE, a WWE podcast. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. 1, it's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Yes, welcome back, and be sure to check us out on Anchor. It is a great way to create your own podcast. Check out anchor.fm. Also, check us out on Spotify. Make sure you subscribe to us. We're also available on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and wherever podcasts are streaming. Check us out on YouTube, the World of WWE podcast. And coming up soon, on February 22nd, 2022, you're going to see the official relaunch of the World of WWE podcast into the Uncensored Pro Wrestling podcast. And with that, we will be covering everything pro wrestling, not only WWE, but also AEW, Impact Wrestling, and other companies around the world. Well, in America, pretty much. So, yes, stay tuned for that. That is going to be happening soon. And yes, thank you for checking us out. So we come back and we find out that there are 44,390 people in attendance for the Royal Rumble, which is a crazy amount of people. We
I don't
then
really believe that.
yeah,
WWE always lies about its numbers.
yeah. Shame on you, WWE. And then the WWE Championship is on the line with the WWE Champion Brock Lesnar, with Paul Heyman defending against Bobby Lashley. Yep, who has MVP with him. And Dan, why don't you go over a little bit of like what happened?
So basically, the match starts off. They tussle a little bit. Bobby's kind of getting put in his place, I guess you could say. They go to the outside, and Bobby speared Brock through the barricade, and then they tussle again. Bobby gets Brock in the hurt lock. He looks like he's going to tap out. I was like, there's no freaking way Brock really taps out to it, but he almost did. Then Brock somehow powered out of it, goes to F5 Bobby Lashley, and then took out the referee. What a shocker. Brock covers him not knowing, and then when he finds out, he gets mad. And then something we weren't, or at least I wasn't expecting, happens. Roman Reigns comes out of nowhere and spears Brock. He goes to Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman gave Roman Reigns the title. He smashes it over Brock's head, and then Bobby Lashley pins Brock, leading to Bobby Lashley becoming your new WWE Champion. And now, Paul Heyman is no longer with Brock Lesnar. He is back with your tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I liked the match. I thought it was pretty decent. I mean, kind of made sense. Kind of didn't, though, for Roman to attack. I mean, it kind of did to get Paul Heyman on his side again, but it was what it was. I'm a little upset that Bobby Lashley's WWE champion yet again, because in my opinion, he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
What do I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think, Ant?
What do I think? I think, well, the match went 10 minutes and 15 seconds. I thought it was a okay match. I was upset.
I mean, this was not a once in a lifetime, but a dream match of sorts.
Yeah, it was a dream match, but for me, it didn't live up to it, because I felt like, you know how you felt with the first match where it wasn't really a match, it was more brawling. I felt that way with this one too. Whereas,
yeah, I guess that's a fair thing to say.
You know, it's like they were just like, there wasn't really a match. It was just them fighting with each, which is, obviously what you're going to see. But I do know both their technical abilities as well, and I feel like they could have showed that a bit more. But with that match, though, we all thought Lesnar was going to win, except for you. You thought Bobby Lashley was going to win. So now you have 20 points and you're tied up with us.
I have caught back up to you.
You have caught up with us, yes. But yeah, Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns screwing Brock Lesnar out of the WWE title. All right, next we have the mixed tag team match, The Miz and Maryse taking on Edge and the Glamazon Beth Phoenix. Both of them are Hall of Famers. Miz basically pulls Beth out of the ring pulls Maryse out of the ring to avoid Beth. Miz kicks Edge. Maryse slaps Edge, and then Beth grabs a chair and goes after Maryse. Edge nails an execution. Beth attacks Maryse, and she slams Maryse's head into the mat. Beth lands a side slam, and the Miz breaks up the pin. Beth runs Miz into the corner and kicks away at him. Maryse hits Beth Phoenix with a purse and gets a 2 count. And then Maryse hurricanrans Edge, nails a French kiss DDT to Beth. And then the Miz hits a skull-crushing finale to get a 2 count. Beth Phoenix spears Maryse, and they nail a double spear to the Miz. And with that, it's a double spear, and then they glam in it. I need to go to sleep.
Double Glamazon.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Double glam slam to Edge and to Maryse and
Maryse and Miz.
Oh my gosh, I don't know where I am. And Edge and Beth Phoenix get the win. That match is 12 minutes and 30 seconds.
None of that, right?
Yeah, we all got that one wrong. I thought Miz and Maryse were going to win. I don't know why they didn't let them win. I mean, I know it was a short rivalry, but I hate how they do that. Like, at least let Miz and Mary the heels get one win. But
yeah,
I
mean, honestly, I thought it was going to happen. I thought Miz and Maryse were going to win because, I mean, I thought they were going to have the match of Mania. You know?
Yeah.
It's just weird to have like a match like that just on a Royal Rumble. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but you know.
Yeah, it was odd, but yeah, I was upset that Maryse and Miz didn't win, but you can't. I literally after this, I said before, but I'm not betting against Edge. I'm not anymore. That's it. But yeah, all right. We then find out that the WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view will be Saturday, February 19th, 2022 in Saudi Arabia. That's the first time the Elimination Chamber will be in Saudi Arabia, so that will be interesting. And up next, we have the 2022 Men's Royal Rumble match. Out first is number 1, AJ Styles, and that is Carlos's pick. And then after Styles came Shinsuke Nakamura. And then I'm just going to go over, like, the entrances. Didn't take a lot of notes here. Austin Theory then came in third. Robert Roode followed behind Theory. And then came Ridge Holland. And then United States Champion Damian Priest, followed by Sami Zayn. Then not surprise entrant, but celebrity Johnny Knoxville got involved in the match. Came in at number 9. Number 10 was Angelo Dawkins. Where was Montez Ford? Was Montez Ford in this one?
Yeah, he was. He came in later, though, I think.
Yep, and then number 11, Omos. 12 was Ricochet. 13 was Chad Gable. 14 was Dominic Mysterio. 15 was Happy Corbin. 16 went to Dolph Ziggler. Number 17 was Sheamus. Not a lot happening here. Literally just them, 18 was Rick Boogs. 19, Madcap Moss. 20 was Riddle. Number 21 was surprise entrant Drew McIntyre, who was injured and he came back. 22 was Kevin Owens. 23 was Rey Mysterio. 24 was Kofi Kingston. 25, Otis. 26 was Big E. 27 was surprise entrant Bad Bunny. 28 was another surprise, Shane McMahon. 29 was Randy Orton, and number 30 was the biggest surprise. Well, you weren't surprised. Number 30 was Brock Lesnar, who actually went on to win the entire Royal Rumble match. Dan, you went with Lesnar to win, so you got 10 points. I went with Austin Theory, and Carlos went with AJ Styles. So
who was also number 1.
I
was got screwed over with his guys because Sasha and AJ both came out at number 1.
Yes. So
I find it fucking hilarious.
What did you think of the Rumble match?
I was upset that the Rumble match was just that predictable.
Yeah.
But I mean, and also I was upset because there wasn't as many surprises as there could have been. I mean, you could have brought back so many people, but no, you bring in people like Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss, what the hell is that other guy's name? Bobcat? No, I don't know. No. The like the strong guy or whatever.
Ridge Holland.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, they like have random.
Yeah, there was like a jobber in mid-card Rumble. Like, come on. Really? You could have done better.
Yeah. Also as a short Rumble, too. It was only 51 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's got to be like one of the shortest ones in history.
So, Dan, I unfortunately in this moment have to give up my title to you.
What do you mean? You gave me the title at day 1, stupid.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, I won day 1, so I have retained my title.
Oh.
Trying to make this about him. Man.
Well, I bow before the champion tonight.
Thank you. And yet, Anthony thought he was going to win. He was bragging about how he was going to beat me and everything. Nah, man, I'm sorry, but I have to keep my title. I have to keep it because the people love it.
Yeah. I think they like it a lot better when
I did something Anthony couldn't do. And that's retain the title.
Yeah, right now, but don't worry. Eventually, you're going to become maybe you'll become a three-time champion. You know, because you're going to eventually do that.
We'll see.
Listen, we'll see if you retain the title at Elimination Chamber. We did find out that is happening February 19th.
And of course, Brock Lesnar's in it.
Yep, and we're going to talk more about that on the Raw recap. Brock Lesnar, yes, we did find out about that. But Dan, what are your overall thoughts on the Royal Rumble pay-per-view as a whole?
I mean, it didn't live up to my expectations. So, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Carlos got very upset because I gave it initially a 4. And I wanted to give it a bit higher, but I didn't feel like nothing happened. There was a lot of good wrestlers, but nothing really crazy happened aside from Ronda Rousey, which I knew about, and aside from Brock Lesnar, which you knew about. It's becoming a bit too predictable. And the spoilers are getting really bad. They're getting really good. So it's like, it's like, what the fuck, man? But that is it for the Royal Rumble recap. It was a interesting Rumble. It was very strange, but it wasn't terrible. So we are now officially, again, on the road to WrestleMania now. Our next stop will be at Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia. But in between then, we have Raw and SmackDown. And I am just excited to see what is upcoming for WrestleMania this year. But until then, stay safe. I'm Ant.
I'm Macho Man Dan, or Le Champion, as I will prefer not to be called.
Okay. And we want you guys to be safe. Have a good couple of days. And we will see you with our Monday Night Raw, January 31st, 2022 recap. Bye.